It's recording.
Very good. Thank you. Welcome, everyone. I have 12:01. We'll call the beer board meeting to order. I apologize that I'm having to call in this afternoon, but we are still all here legitimately. I'm going to begin today's meeting by calling roll just to validate that we do have a quorum here today. As I call your name, just please signify as such. Mr. Jarman. Mr. Bellamy.
Here.
Mr. Conway.
Here.
Mr. Perlin.
Here.
Ms. Spalding. Ms. Fox.
Here.
Based on the number of peers, including myself, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 present. Therefore, we do have a quorum. I will continue to call those who did not respond present as we go through, just in the event they do arrive late to today's meeting. Next on the agenda, is the determination of the necessity to perform today's meeting via teleconference, or in this case, WebEx for some of you. I'll turn it over to our new legal counsel, Mr. Matthew Garth, to help us understand and explain how we can do this meeting as we are. Mr. Garth.
Thank you. This meeting is permitted to be held in an electronic format under the Governor's Executive Order 16 as continued in its current iteration by Governor's Executive Order 60, so long as the board determines this is essential business of the board. As such, I would ask for a motion that the business before the board today is essential business of the board, that the board chooses to meet in an electronic format, and that all board rules and regulations to the contrary be waived.
Okay, good. Thank you. The board has heard. We need a motion.
Chris Bellamy, so moved.
Second, Will Conway.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? As I call your name, please signify by saying yay. Should you approve, please say nay. Otherwise, Ms. Jarman. Mr. Bellamy.
Yay.
Mr. Conway.
Yay.
Mr. Perlin.
Yay.
Ms. Spalding. Ms. Fox.
Yay.
Very good. Thank you. We have 4 yays, no nays. Motion passes. Thank you, Mr. Garth. Next on the agenda, approval of the previous meeting minutes from August 26th. I'm going to take a motion for approval and a subsequent second.
So moved.
Second, Will Conway.
Motion and second. Any discussion? Any corrections or edits? Hearing none. Again, in favor, yay. Opposed, nay. Mr. Bellamy.
Chris Bellamy, yay.
Mr. Conway.
Yay.
Mr. Perlin.
Yay.
Ms. Fox.
Yay.
4 yays, no nays. Motion passes. Next, I will read a memo regarding appeals. If you're not satisfied with the decision of the Metropolitan Beer Permit Board regarding your application or your hearing, you may appeal the decision to the Davidson County Chancery Circuit Court pursuant to the requirements set forth in TCA 57-5-108. The decisions of the Metro Beer Permit Board take effect on a date to be determined by the board. However, you may file an appeal within 60 days of the date of entry of the board's decision. We advise that you seek your own independent legal advice to ensure that your appeal is filed in a timely manner and all procedural requirements have been met. The following applications appear to be in order for approval based on staff recommendations. Number 5, Cox Oil Company, Inc., Little General, number 72. 6, Mi Cello, LLC, El Fuego Restaurant. Number 7, Moody Restaurant Services, Incorporated, Craftsman on the Hill. Number 8, Cracker Barrel Old Country Store, Inc., Cracker Barrel Old Country Store, number 26. Number 9, NCL Nashville LLC, St. L, that's a caterer. Number 10, Yeehaw Brewing LLC, Yeehaw Brewing and White Duck Taco. And 11, Gars Bevco LLC, Gars Bevco, that's a manufacturer. Those appear to be in order to be granted. I'll entertain a motion to do so.
So
Chris
moved.
Bellamy, so moved.
Did I have Joe as a motion? Mr. Perlin, was that you?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. I need a second.
Second. Fox.
I have a motion and a second. Any additional discussion? All those in favor, yay. Any opposed, nay, as I call your name. Mr. Bellamy,
Yay.
Mr. Conway,
Yay.
Mr. Perlin,
Yay.
Ms. Fox,
Yay.
and have Ms. Spalding or Ms. Jarman join the meeting. Hearing none, I have 4 yeas, no nays, 4 yeas, no nays. Motion passes. Those applications are hereby granted. Staff will work with the new permit holder to deliver those permits, most likely via electronic medium. Following applications based on staff recommendations is to defer indefinitely. If you're on the call listening in, please know that staff does have the authority to issue temp permits when they have received all the necessary and required documents. It is at their discretion. It is also the applicant's responsibility to come back to this department to be placed back on the agenda. Number 12, J Word Enterprises LLC, Save-A-Lot. 13, Hawkers E Nashville LLC, Hawkers Asian Street Fair. 14, One Stop Mart LLC, One Stop Mart. 15, Game Terminal 3 LLC, Game Terminal 3. 16, JKB Restaurant Group LLC, Sunny's Patio Pub and Refuge. 17, Bobby's Idle Hour Tavern LLC, Bobby's Idle Hour Tavern. 18, Stop and Shop Market LLC, Stop and Shop. 19, Burnett Boys LLC, Charlotte Pike Market. 20, Rose Pony LLC, Rose Pony. 21, Alejandro Segoviano, West Coast Taco Shop. 22, OM Randall Oil Group, Inc., OM Randall Oil Group. And 23, M&M 7 LLC, M&M Mart. Staff recommendation is to defer indefinitely. I'll entertain a motion to do so.
So move, Will Conway.
Second, Chris Bellamy.
A motion and a second. Any additional discussion? Hearing none, those in favor, yay. Those opposed, nay. When I call your name, Mr. Bellamy,
Yay.
Mr. Conway,
Yay.
Mr. Perlin,
Yay.
Ms. Fox,
Yay.
and have Ms. Jarman and Ms. Spalding joined. Having no response, I have 4 yeas, no nays. Motion passes. All those I just read will be deferred indefinitely from here. Next on the agenda are the complaints. I will take these as we historically have done. I will read the permit holder and the staff recommended penalty. I would ask the board if there is anyone in particular that you want to move off of consent reading, if you will, to discuss individually. I'm happy to do so if you'll just let me know at this time. Hearing none, then I will read the permit holder, the staff recommended penalty. Before I do that, as I was reviewing today's agenda, I would ask the director if he would there's some of these that have odd civil penalty amounts. They're just, to me, a little bit abnormal. Mr. Director, could you help us understand why some of these are a little out of the ordinary?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just want to start by saying that typically when we go out and do our beer enforcement, we will try to purchase beer using one of our decoys. And if it's at a location that also sells cigarettes, we will also attempt to buy cigarettes there as well. What you're seeing as an irregular number is the fact that we charge or assess the $750 civil penalty for a first-time offense for the underage purchase of cigarettes. And so likely what you're looking at is a $1,500 civil penalty for an underage beer buy, and on top of that, $750 for the criminal offense of selling cigarettes to an underage patron. And the reason that we started at $750 for that offense instead of $500 like we typically do for a first-time offense is because we see it as a more serious matter when you're talking about an underage sale in that case. So we start at $750. And I will also let you know that MCL 7.08.140T states that it's a violation to allow criminal activity on the premises in violation of criminal conduct, especially under TCA 39-17-1504, which deals specifically with the underage purchase of cigarettes.
All right, very good. Director, thank you. Are there any questions from the board to the director regarding those comments? Hearing none, I will read the complaints. I'll read the permit holder and the staff recommended civil penalty. Number 24. Dolgen Corp. LLC, Dollar General Store number 2117. Number 25, J&K Corporation, J&K Corporation. 26, I'm sorry, let me back up. 24, Dollar General Corp. LLC, Dollar General Store number 2117. The staff recommended penalty is $2,000. Number 25, J&K Corporation, staff recommended penalty is $2,750. 26, Sir Pizza of Madison, LLC, Sir Pizza, $2,000. 27, Zayed Shar, Gallatin Market, $750. 28, Dollar Gen Corp. LLC, Dollar General Store number 8347, $2,100. 29, Hector R. Primero Matias, Veridadas El Quetzal R&R, $2,000. 30, Los Nietos Taqueria Inc., Los Nietos Taqueria, $2,000. 31, Dolgen Corp. LLC, Dollar General number 9630, $2,750. 32, A La Hen Trade Winds, $3,250. 33, China Cottage Cafe Inc., China Cottage Cafe, $2,000. 34, El Rodeo Mercado Latino LLC, El Rodeo Mercado Latino, $3,250. 35, EBEED LLC, Greek Style Euro, $2,000. 36, Mapco Express Inc., Mapco Mart number 1018, $1,000. 37, Ibrahim Shalabi, Same Deuce, Gurgis Sefen, U.S. Discount Tobacco and Beer, $2,000. Number 38, Taco Mama Hillsborough Village LLC, Taco Mama Hillsborough Village, $500. 39, TriStar Energy LLC, Twice Daily, number 8863, $3,250. 40, Walgreens Co., Walgreens number 09546, $2,000. 41, Rye Brothers LLC, Rye Brothers Discount Tobacco and Beer, $2,000. That's the last one. I'll entertain a motion to issue citations as read.
This is Chris Bellamy. So moved.
Joe Perlin, second.
Thank you, gentlemen. I have a motion. I have a second. Any additional discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor, yay. Opposed, nay. Want to call your name, Mr. Bellamy?
Yay.
Mr. Conway?
Yay.
Mr. Perlin?
Yay.
Ms. Fox?
Yay.
Have 4 yays. Did by chance Ms. Jarman and Ms. Spalding join the meeting? Hearing no response, I have 4 yays, no nays. Motion passes. The citations will be issued by the staff. Mr. Director, that is all I have on my portion of the agenda today. I'll turn it over to you for Executive Director's report.
Great. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just briefly, hopefully you all received the Executive Director's report that I sent to you last night. And basically, I just provided the same breakdown of privilege tax applications and civil penalties from February through, and I added through yesterday's date in September to that list. But as you can see, starting in about April, we saw a significant decline from April through about June, and then started to see an increase in the amount of revenue that we started to bring in again as things started to, I guess the best term is level off or just become stationary with the virus at the moment. And so August, we saw a significant increase to $27,991 for total revenue for the month. And that was up from July that we had $13,366 in total revenue. And so I feel like we are headed back in the right direction. And below that, I provided you with a yearly breakdown. This is we're going into the 4th fiscal year that I've been director, and so I provided you just with a breakdown of where we were on September 10th on those fiscal years that I've been director, and you'll see that actually we're not doing too bad for total revenue. We're just shy of about $50,000 for the quarter, or almost quarter through September 9th. And you'll see that we actually were ahead of where we were this time in 2018 to 2019, where we had $46,000, but we're significantly behind where we were in 2017 to 2018, and then 2019 to 2020. But if you look at the privilege taxes that we've brought in this year, it looks like we're actually about right on target for the amount of revenue that we brought in privilege tax for this time of year. And really, it looks like the issue surrounds the applications. As you'll see that in 2017, 2018, it was $23,750 that we'd already brought in, then $25,000 in 2018 and 2019, and then $27,500 last year. And to this point, this year we've only brought in $14,750, but I have seen that it's starting to pick up considerably, I think, in that area. And I also think once we pass the ordinance for curbside and delivery, it's my hope that we'll see an increase in that area as well, because that'll fall under the application revenue. But you'll see in civil penalties that we're still we're a little bit under where we were in 2017 and 2018, and then 2019 and 2020. But we are well ahead of where we were in 2018 and 2019. So we brought in about $31,600 for that for civil penalties this year, and with the complaints that we just presented during this meeting, that's about $39,000 in civil penalties that we'll be issuing after the meeting. So I think on the whole, considering that we're still in the midst of a pandemic, I feel like we've really the teams worked really hard to try and keep the ship level, and so I feel like as long as we can kind of keep where we are at these numbers, and then hopefully get the curbside delivery put in place, I think we might actually potentially come out better than we did this past year, which was actually a record year. So, but just want to give you guys that update, and I'm happy to answer any questions you might have about that.
Good. Thank you, Director. Are there any questions from the board for the Director? Real quick, Ben, can you tell us, or can you give us an update on where we are on the drafting of or submitting legislation to council for the curbside and delivery?
Yes, and we have worked on several drafts, and I think the next step is really to provide it to the mayor's office, and just let Metro Legal take a look at it as well one last time before we present it to Metro Council.
Okay. And do you think that will be happening in the near future?
I'm thinking probably within the week.
All right, great. I don't have any other questions. Are there any other questions from the board? If not, thank you. One question to legal counsel, Mr. Garth. What is the anticipated timeline that the board will be essentially meeting virtually?
Well, I'll have to discuss that with Derek Smith. He would probably have a little bit more clear idea of that. What I'm hearing, though, is that it's probably going to be at least through October. And I guess we'll have to see after that. But I'd have to discuss that with him to get a better answer for you on that.
Okay. All right. Well, I'd just like to ask at every meeting, just to make sure that all the expectations are still out there, or the unfortunate expectations, or whatever it may be. But it is essential that we continue to meet and conduct business. Appreciate everybody's time today. One last time, are there any questions anybody on the board? Anybody on staff? Hearing none, without objection to adjournment, it's stand adjourned. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a good weekend. Be safe.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.